What's going on, guys? So today I'm replacing the clutch line on my car. As you can see here, this is my new one and this is the old one. This one is just slightly longer and I've got a new fitting to go in the back of the slave cylinder. Now they do make a direct kit for this. The problem I have is I made a custom hard line for the car a couple years ago that actually comes down underneath the brake booster and all that stuff. The old one comes up above and I didn't like that. So since I made that custom hard line, I had to use custom braided line. Well, I can't get an off-the-shelf kit, and I came up with this idea using a 90-degree banjo to connect back to this off of the slave, since the R154 slave actually shoots out the back versus the W58, which comes out the front. This is a pretty simple fix in my eyes. I just figured out that it takes a 10mm by 1.0 thread pitch, and I needed a 16-inch long hose. So it's pretty simple. This might actually be slightly too short. I actually thought the one was only a 12-inch, and I needed 4 extra inches, so this might be too tight, but I guess we'll find out here shortly. So I'm going to give this a shot real quick and see how this works out for me. Alright guys, I'm underneath the car right now with the Nikon, so if the sound's not the best, I apologize, but I wanted to show you guys the line itself and what I did. Here's the banjo bolt I put on. I just thought this was a cleaner, sleeker look. This came back instead of trying to get a long line and come to the back of it. It's a Russell 90-degree fitting with a 10mm 1.0 thread pitch, and I have a custom line. I usually go the whole way up here, and if you guys can see, if I can get it up there, that's where it comes down at, is right here. It's hard to see with my fingers in the way. My microphone keeps hitting the car, so if you guys hear any extra pickup, I apologize. Maybe I can get a better shot. There's the top shot, guys. There's the little piece I was talking about. Zoom out here. But if you guys can see here, it's actually a custom piece that I made using a banjo bolt here then, and I went underneath the brake booster itself. You can see here I made the hard line, went underneath the brake booster, and it goes down, and then goes to that little piece right there. I just didn't like the fact that it went up over the brake booster before, so I just wanted to make it a little cleaner, so I made this custom stainless line one day because I had been bored after I'd made my custom stainless brake lines. I was like, well, might as well go ahead and make that too. Next up, guys, I have to go ahead and install the clutch fork here and the actual slave cylinder boot. It's a two-piece system on this, which once again is very weird. I don't know why Toyota did this. I'm not sure if the V160 is the same way, kind of like I know with the V160, they actually install the clutch hub is actually installed together, which I think is very weird. I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and install this next here for you guys. This is very basic. There's actually like a C-hook inside the transmission that this actually slips into. Let me show you here. So what I'm going to be doing next here is installing the clutch fork. I wanted to get a better up closer shot for you guys. Right here is where the C-hook inside the transmission will mount to. You just slide this up inside that C-hook area, and this just pivots back on that little mount. This actually presses inside of here from the slave cylinder itself and actuates that movement for the clutch to go in and out for the pressure plate. It's a very basic system. Most clutches are this way, so I'm going to go ahead and install this real quick. I'm starting to realize I wish I would have used the Nikon, as if I had the GoPro, I could easily get under the car with it and show you guys everything. The Nikon camera is kind of big and clunky, but the clarity of the picture is usually much better, so I'm trying to learn to deal with it. Yeah, so let me go ahead and install this real quick, and I'll go down underneath the car again.
Hi, this is Kat and Raven. I'm not really good at this, so yeah, I'm not really good at this.
She's not good at this at all, like terrible at this. I love you. So we just bled the clutch line. My wife helped me here. I couldn't really show you guys how to do that. The Nikon just not picking up any what's the word I'm looking for? Very good color? I guess that's what I'm looking for. It just didn't look right. So I didn't really get a good quality picture for all that, but my wife did help me bleed the line as much as she just loves doing that. How about it, honey?
Oh yes, because I did the last one.
Yeah, she actually bled my... How many times we had to bleed the brakes last time?
It was like probably 2 hours, it felt like.
Yeah, I kept having like leakage issues. I was making custom stainless steel brake lines, and I had leak after leak after leak, and it caused me nothing but issues. I do have the sun coming in right now on us, guys. I was trying to do something a little bit different, but it's really making us look two things, really bright and really white. Which she is already white because she's a ginger and has no soul, so that's beside the point.
Whatever. Ginger's at the bomb.
Yeah, said no one ever. That's not what Eric Cartman told me. So yeah, that's all taken care of now, and my dog's sitting here whining like a little baby. That's all taken care of. Next up is going to be, what else do we have to do? Oh, I have to put the drive shaft in yet. Once I do that, I can take the car for a drive, and we'll start doing in-car vlogs. I want to take this little thing here. I want to have her learn how to drive a manual, and she's going to learn on this.
No.
And she's scared shitless. We tried the Corolla. She flooded the fuel-injected motor. Okay?
No, I didn't.
She flooded a fuel-injected motor out in West Virginia. So I live here in southern PA, and we're not very far from West Virginia. Long story short, we drove down there to go see some friends, and she's like, oh yeah, we'll go out in the Corolla. Mind you, it's like brand new, manual 5-speed. She stalls it like what? What'd she say, like 50 times you stalled it?
No, it's probably like...
Enough to flood a fuel-injected motor that they had to sit there.
It was fine. It drove back to the house. It was fine.
Yeah, well, apparently it wasn't fine.
He overanalyzes things, whatever.
Then we had my Lexus, put her in the world's biggest parking lot, had a panic attack, couldn't do it. So I'm not sure what to do next here, but I'd like her to try this because this has a heavy clutch in it, and she seems to do better with that. Because you did better in the Lexus, technically, than you did in the Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I just don't like driving a manual. I like getting in my car and just going somewhere.
Which she doesn't need because she's on her phone or doing this or doing that. She needs a manual in her life.
No, more like eating.
Yeah. Dude, the inside of her car looks like Cookie Monster lives in there. There's crumbs everywhere, and it grosses me out. Our house, spick and span. God forbid I eat anything and a crumb falls. Inside of her car, hurricane. Looked like it straight up came through and just dumped everything on all the seats. Looks terrible.
I mean,
and she's completely okay with it.
Eat. Come on now.
Oh, God, it looks horrible. Hi, neighbors. What was I going to say next? So yeah, also waiting on wiring from Kaizen Motorsports from Jose Valia. He is making a fuel pump relay. I've been waiting on that here for a little bit. I shouldn't say a little bit. It's just, yeah, literally just that, a little bit. I ordered that probably 2 weeks ago or so, and I just paid him, so that kind of goes on me this time. But it's pretty much already done. He just has to ship it out. I think he's test fitting it, make sure the wiring's perfectly long enough, and then it should be out to me. It's a pretty simple system. It's a dual 12-volt fuse in case I ever want to run the 2 pumps. He's just adding extra wiring just for my sake to make it a little bit easier on myself. But yeah, I think that's really it for right now.
What about that other thing that came in the mail today?
I already talked about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, but I guess we could talk about it. No, she's right. Look at this. She's helping remind me. So I mean, I already told you guys, or showed you a little bit earlier in the video about the clutch line and stuff and installing that, and I was trying to show you with this camera, but this Nikon camera is so big and clunky, and then I have the microphone on top of it. It's just so hard to use it and actually utilize it. Unlike the GoPro, which I can get everywhere, the problem with the GoPro is its low light sucks. So like anytime I'm under the car, everything looks so black and so dingy and dark. I mean, it just looks terrible. So I need to invest in probably like a G7X camera or something of that nature. Douchebag Dale. Alright, Douchebag Dan just went by now, and yeah, his lifted truck, America. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Also in the last video, guys, you saw me talk about her Supra, and I already talked to her about it and stuff. I mentioned how I kind of got screwed on the loan, and then we had the second one that she found, and ended up being a scam, so we're still going through that process. The last video seemed to be very positive. Had a lot of great feedback from everybody. It seems like no one wants me to get an SC300, so that seems kind of out of the ball range or the ball game, so I won't be getting one of those. I had a lot of people say about getting a Lexus IS300, which would be a pretty cheap car to get. You like a Lexus, right?
I like Lexus, but I really want a Supra.
But she really wants a Supra. See, that's cool, right, guys? She wants a Supra.
A white one, though. It has to be white.
See, told you. If it's not white, she don't want it.
I don't like red. I don't like green. I don't like black.
Yeah, so, and we can't have another silver one. I guess we could have 2 silver ones, couldn't we?
Yeah, but we could have a darker, like, the darker color, but that's rare.
Yeah. See, look, she's learning. Ooh, rare, she knows. Darker colors are rare, she knows. Ooh.
Yeah, I actually pay attention.
Yeah, I don't. I usually drink beer and just kind of do my own thing. So, yeah, so that's kind of still irritating in that matter there. And sorry, I just noticed my shirt's like a schmedium. It was one of my undershirts I was wearing under work today, and it's definitely looking a little smart. little short, so yeah. I think that's going to be about it, guys, for this video. I'm going to try and wrap it up here. I'm going to try and include my wife in more of these. She kind of helps me out with a lot that I do around here, and I'm going to try to start doing more of a vlog / car thing, kind of doing what I do on a daily basis, what my work life is like, and also the car. I wanted to put it out there too. I saw some people say they wish they had what I had. I saw that in the 2 videos ago. I saw a couple of people say that. Don't wish, do. I didn't get all this overnight for no reason. I told everyone on here before, I don't make $100,000 a year. I don't make this absurd amount of money that people think. I worked hard for this, and you know, I'm 29 years old. It didn't happen overnight. I have a normal job just like anyone else. I just put my money where I thought it was right. I paid off all my college loans by the time I was 23, and I buckled down and bought the things I thought was right and did the way I wanted to. My wife even told me when I bought this Supra, I tried to sell it and she wouldn't let me because she said it was your dream car. So if you buckle down and stick with it, you can do anything you want. It's just up to you guys. I don't want to sound like one of those motivational douchebags right now, but I'm just saying anything's possible, guys. You can turn $15 an hour into an empire. I mean, if you guys are hustling, say like here in Pennsylvania where I'm at, being a warehouse worker is big around here. It's just, warehousing is massive, and if you can hustle and you put your money in the right place, you can do whatever you want, man. Build your dream car. Invest that money into stocks and bonds. Do whatever you feel is right to help grow yourself or grow a business you would like. Just a little bit of word of advice and something from me just to kind of end this off. So I'd like to thank you guys as usual. So would Raven, wouldn't you, Raven? Thanks, Raven's going to say hi. Thank you. Thank you guys as usual. I appreciate everything you do. Do me a favor, go check out my Facebook page at Pure Function Engineering, or go check out my Instagram at purefunction_. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. How's it go, babe?
Peace.
That was so lame. Peace!